Hundreds of satellite colonies float serenely in orbit around their mother planet Earth. Half of humanity now lives in space. It is the year 0079 of the universal century. Calling themselves the independent Duchy of Zeon, colonists of Side 3 have launched a war of rebellion against the Federated Union of Earth. Their attack results in appalling losses on both sides, and after 9 months of devastation, there still is no victor, just victims. The Federation has developed a humanoid weapon known as the Mobile Suit Gundam to combat the Zeon's powerful robots called Zaku's. Young Amuro Ray, son of an immigrant weapons engineer, has to quickly teach himself the operations of the Gundam under actual combat conditions. With half the population dead, inexperienced civilians are recruited to man the mighty warship White Base. Barely a handful of the crew persons have had even the most basic military training. Meanwhile, Zeon's foremost young officer, Shah Aznable, leads the relentless pursuit of White Base.
Captain Bright, Minovsky particle distribution has now reached full combat density.
Whoop! We have a single ship closing on us, astern.
I'm sure it must be Shaw.
Isn't he the one they call the Red Comet?
That's what they call him, Slegger. This is him, all right.
You certainly sound sure, Sayla. How do you know it's Shaw?
I just have a feeling.
You should stand by in the core booster, Sailor, just in case.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mirai, set your course and accelerate towards Sector E300 as we planned.
E300. Good thinking, sir. If anybody is following us, this'll make it look like we're headed for Luna. Captain, what do you think about Sayla? I mean her intuition.
You're really asking if I think she's a new type, aren't you?
I was just wondering.
Do you mind if a fellow pilot tags along with you? We can get better acquainted while you check me out on the core fighter.
Report.
Yes, sir.
It looks like they've set a course for Luna, sir.
I thought so. They're planning to attack Lady Kishiria's Granada
No,
base.
Toquan.
Sir?
It's just a trick. Rest assured, they're simply using the Trojan horse as a decoy to distract us while they launch their main fleet from Jaburo.
Shall we stop pursuit and change course, sir?
That would mean turning our back to the horse, leaving us vulnerable to a rear attack, an invitation they would eagerly accept.
It is a difficult decision, sir, and it'll have to be made very quickly.
Do we have any other ships in this area?
We do, sir. The Camel Patrol fleet is within hailing range.
Call Lieutenant Doran.
Yes, sir.
It's for you, Lieutenant. Captain Shah, commander of the Zanzibar, is calling you. Captain Shah! It's been a long time. Too long.
My apologies, Doran. Once again, I'm calling to say I need your assistance.
I'm honored, sir. What can I do for you?
We are chasing the horse. If your fleet can block their way, we can finally move in and finish them off once and for all.
It'll be a pleasure, sir. They're a real pain in the neck.
Battle stations, all
I'll
hands!
off for you, and I hope you can catch them.
You hope? Have you forgotten who you're talking to, Doran?
You sound like the Red Comet I remember, sir.
And it's good to see you back in space, where you really belong.
I hope that was a compliment.
Alter course, go minus 110. Inform the fleet. Let's go. Full speed!
We are cleared to launch in 1 minute. All maintenance personnel withdraw from launch area and take shelter at once.
Get out there and kick some ass, Ensign Kai.
Right! You bet I will. C-109 ready to launch.
This is Amuro. Catapult launch away. So beautiful. I'll never get used to it. Catapult launching away.
005, 006, stand by to launch.
Artesia resigned from the Federal Forces. Come be with me.
Sayla!
Huh?
Move away from her! No!
We'll meet again.
Cosmo!
006, are you ready to launch?
006 is set to go, Oscar. Launch away.
Number 2 engines running rough.
That's no problem, buddy boy, but you better get out of here before you get blown to smithereens. Slingers ready, I'm moving out.
Lieutenant, would you please get into your normal suit, sir? Fool! Don't forget I command this ship. You want me to panic the men? I won't get into a spacesuit before they do. All units, full combat speed! Wouldn't you like to see the look on those Fetties' faces when they suddenly realize they're going up against an entire fleet?
Camel fleet is closing on the Trojan Horse and will reach interception point within 30 seconds.
Excellent. Advance at full speed. We'll be there engaging in combat within 3 minutes. Is it possible that Artesia might be aboard the Horse? After all, she was wearing a Federal Forces uniform when I saw her. No, I can't even imagine her aboard a warship. She would never volunteer for combat duty. She hates killing. Helmsman, all hands to Red Alert battle stations. Full speed ahead.
I'm just not very good at following a woman's lead. I can only do things my way. So, I'll take the honor of making the first kill.
Haste can get you wasted. Take it easy. Don't rush it. They're splitting up. They'll be attacking from all directions. They're going for White Base. Everyone, follow me. We have to stop that group down below. Oh, man! I'll get that one! Kai, pull out of there!
I got one. Fly a protective pattern around White Base. Come on, everybody!
Evasive maneuvers have to be timed perfectly.
I know. Hold on tight. Rising to starboard.
We scored a direct hit on that Mooside.
Pull those 2 Richtars back! They're completely blocking our line of fire! The Camel and the Swammer won't let them get away! Have you seen the white one? What's that? You have to speak up! Nobody can find the Gundam! Who's that Richtdom pilot? That's Francie, sir! He says that he can't see the Gundam anywhere! It's got to be out there somewhere! What are they pulling? This is impossible! Why can't we find it? Where is it?
Enemy craft, sir.
Where?
12 o'clock. Looks like a mobile suit.
It's the Gundam.
Heat detector shows incoming, closing fast.
Fire anti-missiles!
Too late, but they're not aimed at us, sir.
The Swammel! He's taken out our defensive cover!
The Gundam will kill all of us.
All enemy craft destroyed, sir.
And that ship that was tailing us, what about him?
Still closing in. Should be in firing range within 30 seconds.
Sounds like he means business.
True. But then, he might reconsider after what we just did. The Gundam was pretty impressive. Shah's too smart to take that risk.
I think you're right, but we have to be cautious. Aft missile bay, lay down a blanket cover barrage. Mobile suits and core boosters fall in behind us in a Y formation. Now let's get out of here. Continue original course, full speed ahead.
Well done, Amuro.
Excellent work as always, Amuro.
I guess it's easy for a new type.
So what's our next destination, Captain Bright? My guess is Solomon or Granada.
I'm not prepared to say just yet, but in order to buy us some time, we're heading out to Side 6.
That's a neutral zone. What'll we do there?
It's simply another decoy mission. We won't do anything. We're going there to distract as many of the enemy as we can from the real operation. Frankly, and off the record, I'm no happier than any of you about this.
We'll be surrounded. You may as well paint a target on us.
It sounds to me as though we're gonna be more or less on leave throughout this whole operation.
This'll free you up for a lot more time practicing in the core booster simulator.
Is there a problem, Mirai? What's wrong?
Wrong? Nothing at all. White base, setting course for Side 6.
Very well.
I hear you're engaged to be married. Give my best to your fiancé.
Admiral. Noah, wait! All the engagement talk is strictly from our parents.
Where is your boyfriend?
He ran off to Side 6 or somewhere to avoid having to fight in the war.
If it weren't for our orders, I'd never make her go there.
This is the sector which once contained Side 1. It is now the site of Solomon, base of operations of the Zeon Space Assault Corps. Solomon Base's commanding officer, Vice Admiral Dozul Zabi, has quarreled with his sister Kishiria regarding Captain Shah, who was recruited by Kishiria after Dozul had discharged him. He wished to prove that Shah was incompetent. However, he did not know the objectives of the Federal Force Fleet gathering at Luna 2, and could only afford to dispatch the Konskan Fleet. Meanwhile, White Base, with Captain Shah still in pursuit, has entered the neutral zone of the Side 6 colonies.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks very much, Captain Bright. I'm Cameron Bloom, District Attorney of Side 6. We have placed seals over all of your missile ports, as well as your cannons and beam cannons. If any attempt is made to use these weapons during your stay, the seal will be broken, and this will set off an alarm at our central monitoring station. Do you understand, Captain?
I understand fully. We'll honor the terms of the Neutrality Treaty.
Thank you.
Will you be able to resupply our ship while we're here?
I'm sorry, Captain. We don't engage in commerce with either side. Any aid we might offer you would compromise our neutrality.
Allow me to show you to our bridge. You may feel free to observe our docking from here if you'd like.
White base is now in docking mode. Initiate towing. Forward laser sensors are open. Standing by with mooring lines.
What? Mirai!
What?
It is! Mirai, remember me?
Cameron, I can't believe my eyes.
I can't either. Is it true? I'd given you up for dead. It's a dream, right?
No, it really is me. Or maybe I'm dreaming.
What did I miss?
Who is that, Marka?
Beats me, Amuro. I don't know.
Mirai, you're supposed to be docking the ship. And as for you, sir, don't forget we have a job to do. You mustn't interfere.
Sorry, Captain. I apologize. It was all my fault.
Mirai.
I really had given up all hope of ever seeing you again. Damn! If it weren't for this war, we never would have been separated. If your father hadn't died, maybe none of this would have happened.
Yes, that's true. I never would have had any reason to emigrate to Side 7 if my father were still living.
Mirai, why couldn't you have written to tell me where you were? You just disappeared without a single word. I was going out of my mind.
You missed me?
Yes, I was desperate. I sent my men everywhere I could trying to find you. I spent an absolute fortune.
I see. Cameron, please explain to me why you didn't come looking for me.
Because I had just immigrated to Side 6 when it happened.
I understand. I guess our engagement was just something arranged by our parents.
You know that has no basis in fact, my darling. My love, my father will be so glad to see you. Stay with me. Leave this ship.
I can't leave.
How can you have such a bad opinion of me when I do anything for you?
Hold on, Cameron. You have to give me a minute.
Hey, you! Back off and leave her alone! Hey. Understand? Did I hear you say you want to apologize?
No, Lieutenant Slager. Thank you, but it's all right. We were just talking.
It didn't look that way.
Really, it's okay.
All right. Consider yourself lucky. Catch.
Just who do you think that you are anyway?
Cameron, oh my, are you all right?
Yes. I guess I wanted you back so much I was just trying too hard. And I'm sorry.
That was a nice apology. Just don't forget that you have to show Ensign Mirai proper respect from now on.
I almost forgot. Did you get your money exchanged, Lieutenant Tamura?
Oh, yes. I'm all set.
Here we go!
The space colony's central block maintains a state of zero gravity. An elevator carries the visitors 3,000 meters to the artificial land below. Upon arriving at the man-made world of Side 6, the feeling of zero gravity subsides. Fresh mountain forest air and the feeling of normal gravity, as well as the familiar sounds and bustling activity of a busy city, give the colony a comforting, home-like feeling.
Boy, oh boy, they have everything you could possibly
They'll sell us
want.
anything but military supplies. I'm glad you had the rest delivered. Jeep won't hold another package.
Father? No way. I'm seeing things.
Make room for Amuro.
I'll see you guys back at the base.
Hey, watch where you're going!
Sorry. Hold the bus! Stop! Dad, wait! Dad, is it really you?
Ah, hello, Amuro.
Everyone said you were dead.
I've been told you're the Gundam pilot, son. I hope it's been functioning well.
The Gundam's been working fine, Dad. But aren't you going to tell me?
Come along.
But
This way.
Yes, sir.
That's right, it's a junkyard. Now come in, come in.
And this is where you work now? Dad?
It's a great place to pick up information. Now, here. I want you to install this in Gundam's memory bank. It's a modification of a design I stole from the enemy. It's far more advanced than anything that Federation engineers have been able to come up with.
It's just a piece of junk. His brain must have suffered damage from oxygen deprivation.
Impressive, isn't it? Now I'm in the middle of another project that'll make this one obsolete. Here. Install this right away before it's outdated.
Thanks, I will. Dad, I saw Mom back home.
I'll get in touch with you later. I want to know how that works out. But right now I have to get back to work. I'm way behind schedule.
Dad?
Go, Amuro. Quickly now. We both have a lot of work to do.
Don't you care? I mean, about me or about Mother? Please, Dad. Can't you even let me know if you understand what I'm saying to you?
Huh? Don't you worry, Amuro. This war's going to be over pretty soon, and then we can all go back to Earth.
Well, I'll be leaving, I guess.
Go away! I'm working on something secret for the armed forces!
Welcome back, Captain.
Thanks.
We're not welcome here, are we?
They'd like an excuse to deport us. Officially, the Side 6 government is neutral, but the Zabi family has a strong influence on their parliament, and there's a lot of pressure building up.
All done.
What? That's my shirt.
Yes, I didn't trust your orderly to sew it right.
Thanks very much.
So there's quite a big problem with our being in port, is there, sir?
Yes, there is. Impressive in a way. The Zabi family has a long arm. Thanks again. Aren't you going to go ashore, Mirai?
I think not.
You and Cameron had a chance to talk? Did you two reach an understanding?
I feel very strongly about the war. I believe in what we're doing, but he says the war isn't any of his concern. He's so very wrong.
Oh, yes. You have other relationships, of course. Happier ones.
Do I really, Captain? With who, I wonder?
You see, I attempt to express myself as well as other people do, Mirai, but I'm clumsy.
Yes, you are.
Look at that. Seems like every time I get a few days off, we have bad weather. Huh? Great! Maybe I can stop here for a little rest.
Poor thing. So beautiful.
Hello there. You must be a bird lover. I am too. That one's really gorgeous. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
I was just thinking how sad life is. Everything must die. Even that innocent bird will have to grow old and die. It depresses me to think about it. Forgive me. The rainy weather makes me gloomy.
I should have introduced myself before speaking to you. I'm really sorry.
Look, the weather's starting to clear up a little.
Yeah.
Why do you stare at me like that?
I don't know what you mean.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you were assigned to be the Gundam pilot. How did that new module I gave you last night work?
The what?
The new module! It must have made an amazing difference, right? I'll bet your overall combat capabilities were improved tremendously, weren't they? Tell me!
Well, it was like nothing I'd ever seen before.
Just think, your father invented it, Amuro! I still have the old genius, thank goodness! I have millions of brilliant ideas buzzing around in my head! There are so many projects demanding my attention, I don't know what to start on first! Gundam! Oh, I'm sick of Gundam! Where are my quantum theory notes? I can never find them! Oh, where are they?
Bye, Dad. Bye. Dad, we have to save the people first. They're more important than any machine is.
Let's get started.
We're under attack.
Get aboard White Base immediately, Amuro!
White Base? What is that? Damn it! A mud hole. Great. I sure hope they're friendly. Hey, watch it! Huh? Shaw.
My apologies, kid. I'm afraid that my driver's new at this. She's not used to this kind of weather. Did we splash you badly?
Not really. I was able to dodge the worst of it. Huh?
I'm sorry. I was driving too fast to stop quickly.
It's okay.
Let's see. Gears in neutral, brakes are off. Good. Lala, get the tow rope out of the back seat.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Amuro Ray.
Oh? Amuro Ray. Funny. Sounds familiar. I'm almost certain I've heard that name before.
Come off it. Stop playing games. You know who I am, and I know who you are. And now I know her name. He called her Lala.
We'll have you out of that mud in no time.
Thanks a lot. Sir, won't you let me help you with that?
It's done. We can pull you out easily now.
Great. Sir, I really appreciate this. You're very kind. May I please know your name, sir?
I'm Shah Aznable. I'm a military officer, as you can see, I'm sure.
I knew it was Shah.
Lala, drive forward very slowly.
Yes, Captain.
Captain Shah Aznable, the famous Red Comet.
Stand back in case the rope breaks, Amuro.
This is the first time I've ever seen him. How could I possibly know it was Shah? Yeah, there's something about that girl, too. Lala.
How old are you, boy?
Huh? 16, sir.
Well, I suppose it's understandable that you might be just a little ill at ease in the presence of an enemy officer, but you really ought to try to conceal your nervousness a little better.
Oh, allow me to get that for you, sir, please. It's real hard to think of you as my enemy.
Actually, young man, it appears...
Well, I really should get going now. Did I remember to thank you? Thanks again. Bye.
How unusual. Strange, isn't he?
Seems pretty obvious he knows who you are, and meeting the Great Red Comet was bound to make him nervous and excited.
Huh.
Orders are orders, and there's no point in even talking about it. If they say we have to leave Side 6 and return to combat, that's what we have to do.
A Xeon fleet's just waiting for us out
Captain
there.
Bright, Attorney Cameron is asking to see you, sir.
What? Who? Cameron?
It's all right. Job, send the attorney in.
Yes, sir.
So, if this is about our leaving, I'm afraid we haven't had time to make any plans yet.
I've learned that the fleet laying in wait for you is the Conscon fleet, commanded by Vice Admiral Dozel. I have to warn you that he is a treacherous man, Captain. He wouldn't hesitate to attack you while you're in neutral airspace. I have my private launch with me, and I can act as your shield, escorting you as far as the perimeter, if you'll allow me. Even Dozel wouldn't dare fire at me.
That's a generous offer.
Cameron, don't you realize that what you're proposing is irrational? It's dangerous.
Mirai, I realize I behaved badly, and I want to make up for it.
This war is not about our personal problems.
You
cannot ease your guilt this way.
No, I'm not. I want to help the Federation Army, so you'll be proud of
But
me.
you don't care anything about the Federation.
Yes, I do care about it now that I see how much it means to you. If I can't persuade you to leave the ship, I'm going to get...
Please, Cameron, let me persuade you to leave this ship.
What about your crewmates? Don't jeopardize their safety.
Get off the ship!
No, I won't! Not until you start thinking rationally instead of being ruled by your emotions. Mirai, you've got to let me help you.
We don't need you.
That's enough. This isn't just about you and me.
Snap out of it, Ensign Mirai!
Oh! Huh? Oh. How dare you?
What in the world?
Easy, Cameron. She was talking crazy. This guy is on the level. He's not showing off. He's risking his life for you. Neutral zone or not, one stray missile and he's a goner. Don't let her mouth off like that. You won't gain her respect that way. Don't be wishy-washy.
Are you suggesting I hit her?
Just hard enough to get her attention.
Well, I'm not a barbarian like you.
I know, but you could learn. All you need is a little motivation, and you give him plenty of that.
Stop it.
You're a real piece of work.
If your offer still holds, Cameron, allow me to officially accept it with the gratitude of the Federation.
What? Oh, yes.
Ensign, do you agree?
Whatever you wish to do is fine, sir.
Welcome back. You missed all the fun.
What's going on?
Nothing that concerns you. Welcome back!
Eh?
Please accept my personal gratitude as well.
Yes. You're more than welcome, Captain.
was that? A signal flare from Kaiahawa?
Trojan Horse observed leaving neutral airspace, sir.
Get a confirmation of their position. Set up an interception course as fast as you can, and order all units full ahead.
Sir, the Trojan Horse is moving away from us at full combat speed.
Launch all Rickdoms, and do it fast. Never mind the neutrality. They can't escape us. I don't care whether they're in neutral space or not. We're gonna bring them down. Notify all units we're on full combat alert.
Attention all hands, there won't be a single shot fired until I've confirmed that we're well clear of the neutral zone.
Hey, I don't mind being outnumbered, but this is just plain ridiculous.
The neutrality treaty won't protect us. They never have respected our space before.
Don't worry.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Lieutenant, the enemy fleet is moving in.
We can only fire in self-defense. No exceptions.
I told you so! We're done for! That's it! We're going back! I'm a neutral civilian, not a military nut! I want a bonus!
Don't worry, you'll get a bonus.
You children go put your spacesuits on right this minute.
They're ignoring me, Captain. They're gonna throw everything they have at you.
Thanks for trying, Cameron. You pull out and get back to safety now. We'll go to full combat speed and try to break out of here.
I promised I'd escort you to the perimeter, and that's what I'm gonna do. They're not likely to let me escape anyway, Bright. I'm a witness
Approaching
to their war
Side 6
crime.
perimeter.
Oh, all engines full speed ahead. Get the mobile suits ready for launching.
Combat speed. Gundam 108 and 109 stand by to launch.
Are you still there, Cameron? Come in, please.
Yes, I'm here.
Pull out of here immediately. Make a getaway while you still have half a chance.
I'm very proud of you, Cameron. Forgive me for all those awful things I said. Give my highest regards to your mother and father. I'm truly grateful to you, Cameron, but you have to go now.
Mirai.
Pulling out, Captain!
No! Hover by the bridge. Just a moment.
We're out of the neutral zone now, so we can start firing. Catch those Musai by surprise. It may not seem very fair, but it's legal.
They got the Camel! Damn those Feddies! They can fire, but we still can't! Nobody's gonna see us! Damn the rules! We're almost out of the neutral zone! Open fire and destroy them now!
They're hopelessly outnumbered. Oh my god! Mirai!
There's a television news ship!
They're broadcasting.
You aren't watching a movie drama, ladies and gentlemen. This is a live broadcast of a real battle in space. Federation and Zeon fighters engaged in deadly combat near Side 6. An entire Zeon fleet has attacked a single federal warship.
Forget White Base. I want to see Gundam in action. Show everyone all my improvements. Come on. Hey, Amuro, where the hell are you anyway?
Concentrate your fire on that other Musai. Attention, Hayato. Cover Amuro, quick.
My daddy always told me that everybody's gotta go sometime. Guess this time's as good as any.
I've actually gotten used to this. Nerves like cold steel.
Who's next? Come on.
This is live battle action taking place as you watch it, just outside the perimeter of Side 6. A lone Federation
So
warship.
tell me,
the
Lala,
White Base,
are you being treated well at the Flanagan Agency?
Yes, they treat me fine. Why not? I'm their #1 pupil.
Observe this well, Lala. This is what a real space battle looks like. Very messy. Not carefully rehearsed like a movie. And there's nothing glorious about it.
There isn't, is there?
This battle on our doorstep makes us wonder how long we can remain neutral in this war.
Look at that! Way to go, Amuro! Keep it up! Go get him! Gundam is invincible!
I think the white mobile suit is going to win.
Very good observation. You have a perceptive eye.
Not really. I just know it. I haven't been analyzing the battle. It's just a feeling I have about it.
Nothing escapes you. That's why I like having you here, Lala. You always know what's going on around you.
You sound so very adult. The Red Comet, always so serious.
Another astute observation. See what I mean?
All right, come on!
What was that? Hey, get your hands off me!
That's it! That's 9.
I don't believe what's happening. We've lost a dozen Rickdoms in 3 minutes. It's simply impossible.
It's true, sir.
That white suit pilot isn't a human being. He's supernatural. They're winning. What'll happen to my career?
He's coming after us now, sir.
Bring it down. Shaw's watching every minute of this.
No time to re-energize my rifle. Gotta get him now.
See? I was right.
I said you were perceptive. You don't have to brag about it. That pilot's maturing quickly. The level of his new type ability already approaches yours. Very soon he may even surpass you. But you already know that.
Yes, yes, yes! I knew that new module of mine would bring the enemy to their knees! The victory is all mine! Huh? I created the greatest power in history! Hooray for the Federation forces! Hooray for Amuro! Yay!
Oh boy. All right, we can go home now. It's over. You have to get through this alive, Mirai. You have to return to me. You must. You must.
It is highly probable that the Federal forces will attempt a lightning strike against Solomon. But that's no cause for alarm, I assure you. I assume you'll be mobilizing your new types and sending them into battle?
Yes, we shall. But there are a few more tests we wish to conduct first. However, we can and will send you reinforcements from Granada.
We have to have assistance right now! Transfer all units from Abalku at once while there's still time! Yes, Dozel, yes. They're on their way already. And we're also sending you the Big Zom. It has the strength of 2 or 3 divisions. It's the most advanced armor ever developed by Zeon.
Battle is only won by numbers. You should figure out how to fight a war properly. You're too damn arrogant.
Listen, little brother. We are reaching the final turning point in this war. If you can just hold Solomon base, Zeon will be victorious. Father held me back from the beginning. If I'd been permitted to implement my plans, we'd have won this war in a very short time. But no, I was thwarted at every turn by Father's stubbornness. Do you believe in me?
Yes, Kieran, so don't fail us.
For security reasons, all orders will be written from now on.
Right!
Ironic. Solar energy can be a source of life or death. Do I dare use it?
Lord Giran controls the assembly. I'm just his puppet.
For the sake of argument, say an offer of peace should suddenly appear. Do you suppose that would give you the time you need?
I wonder. I just might be able to sway the assembly.
I'll never understand Giran. The death of his brother seems to have had no effect on him at all.
If Solomon Base and Granada can hold out long enough, I may find a way to open a route for us.
Texas Colony was abandoned at the outbreak of the war.
That's why they call it a ghost colony.
108 and 109 will stand guard while Gundam checks out the situation inside the colony.
Yes, sir.
How long do we have before we rendezvous with Fleet Wakane?
Rendezvous is in 3 hours.
With its climate control mirrors no longer functioning, Texas Colony has reverted to a barely inhabitable desert region. Originally built as a wildlife preserve and outdoor recreation world, It is now a harsh, barren no man's land. Only the hardy and the foolhardy ever go there.
Ensign Lala's ESP talent is truly amazing. She has 70% target accuracy.
I plan to return to the Zanzibar right away. I still have a bit of fine-tuning to do on my Gelgoog.
I need more time to calibrate the Psi Commu system.
Her Highness Kishiria keeps trying to rush us, but if the Elmeth isn't readied properly, it'll be useless to us.
Huh? I felt something.
Is something wrong?
I had a distinct feeling it was you touching my mind, Captain.
I wish you wouldn't joke about such things, Lala. Has that report been confirmed, Corporal?
Yes, sir, it has. There are 2 unidentified fighters picked up by radar and HD scope. Dr. Flanagan, I think you should go back to the Zanzibar as well.
Could that have been what you were receiving? A feeling that 2 enemy fighters were drawing dangerously near?
Not at all. It was a warm, kind, and caring touch. That's why I thought it was you. No, it was no enemy of mine.
Warm, kind, and caring? A loving enemy? Are your sympathies with them now, or will you still help us destroy them? In war, one has to know which side one is on.
My focus is very clear. I only want to protect you. That's all I care about.
Lala, what I feel for you is not romantic. I love your abilities.
Yes, I understand that, sir. But it doesn't change the feelings I have for you. You needn't let my emotions worry you. A woman feels how a woman feels. But I would never expect you to love me in return.
Yes. I know. You are secure. And I respect that very much.
Never doubt my loyalty, sir.
I don't. Mulligan, are you ready for me to try it out?
I want to run a few more computer simulations before you take it out, sir.
I need to fly a reconnaissance sortie anyway. We can let that double as a field test of the Gelgoog. Just be ready to get out of here fast.
Always alert, sir.
I knew it! Somebody's up to something!
I'm glad you were able to make the modifications without changing any of the basic data I've already memorized.
Shouldn't you wear a normal suit just in case, sir?
If anybody ever comes into Texas Colony, we've secured our airspace quite adequately.
I'm in a Zealand minefield!
Turn out to be Federation mobile suits. Pull back to safety at first sight of them.
Yes, sir.
Looks like somebody's in the minefield.
This whole block is one big minefield. I'll have to try to make the opposite bay block in one jump. I've got a feeling that must be Shaw.
Gelgoog, let's see what you've got.
Before. Oh, Shaw!
I'll try to get him to chase me into the nuclear minefield. Even he can't survive the nukes. Lala, I forgot her!
Captain! Oh!
Gundam, you're incredible. I can't believe we're still in one piece.
Who are you?
What's going on? I feel like somebody's looking at me.
Get back to the Zanzibar as fast as you can, Lala.
Yes, Captain.
The air leak is small, but this wind is still dangerous. Be careful.
What was that, about an explosion?
Slager reported it. He said it blew a hole right through the outer hull of the colony.
Nothing since that explosion, Captain.
Take us in, Mirai. Our scouts might need reinforcement.
All ahead slow.
Still here. That wasn't him. Nah, he got away. Can't fool me.
There's no way that phony crash explosion could have fooled that pilot. He's too smart.
Hayato! I just saw another explosion over in C Block! A big one! I didn't see it! I was focused on the other bay block! What was it?
Kai, Hayato, do you read me? Investigate that opposite bay block immediately. Keep your eyes peeled for enemy craft. I don't know what all those explosions are about, but I don't like it a bit. Frau, I want Omur, Kimura, Sailor Job and Roll standing by in buggies right now.
Roger, Captain. Hello, Buggy Bay.
Main cannon and mega particle cannons. Target the opposite bay block area. We don't know where the enemy may appear, so stay alert. I want a constantly open radio line with the buggies.
Aye, Captain.
Frau, I want to keep monitoring Hayato and Kai as well.
I'm keeping their frequencies open too, sir.
I want everything that's happening with every unit fed into my station.
Yes, sir.
Officer?
Uh-huh. I was promoted.
You should have taken my advice about getting out of the service, Artesia.
You became a soldier before I even dreamt of becoming one, Big Brother. Only you turned against the Earth Federation, and you abandoned me. All that you want is to get revenge.
He was your father, too.
Who's she talking to? I've heard that voice before.
I have sworn a sacred oath to the memory of our father, and I shall never rest until Duke Dagon Zabi is paid dearly for assassinating him.
So many memories of our childhood have been awakening and coming back to me.
Jean Baral, who raised us, told me how Dagon Zabi arranged the heart attack that killed Father. And then he named the Duchy Zeon in honor of Father once he'd taken control. Dagon corrupted Father's struggle for space-noid independence by preaching that new types were a spaceborne elite, that they were not subject to the laws of Earth. And he spawned a revolution based on that doctrine, purely for his own personal gain. Such a manifestly evil man cannot be allowed to continue existing, and I am going to destroy him and topple his throne by working from within.
Kazval, you're just like they are. You aren't motivated by love for Father, you only want to have power.
I have no intention of taking over the revolution, Artesia. After I've destroyed the Zabi family, I'll be very glad to get out.
But why are you fighting so hard to destroy the Federation forces as well? We aren't your enemy, and the old types provided the seeds from which the new types were grown.
They're always getting in the way. My efforts to get to the Zabi family are constantly being interrupted by the Fedis. Now they're taking in new types, and that makes it even worse. New types could never function under federal regulations. They'd be like fish out of water.
Yes, I know that it's very hard for Amuro.
Amuro? You mean the boy who pilots the Gundam?
That's right.
Who is that? And what are the two of them talking about?
That's so typical. Whenever they find a superhuman, they can't think of anything better to do with him than turn him into a murdering war machine.
Be honest with your little sister. Tell me what your true ambitions are.
To avenge our father.
But that isn't all, is it? Just from what you've said today, I think you have evil visions of a universe ruled by new types in which all the old types have been exterminated.
Just what sort of a monster do you think I've become? I want a society in which new types are left alone to be themselves, that's all.
Oh.
Artasia, leave the Trojan horse and go back to Earth. There's more than enough gold left to cover your expenses.
Oh, Kazval!
I'm no longer Kazval. Why do you think I wear this mask? I'm Commander Shah Aznable. I've abandoned my past. I'm pleading with you to finally wake up and do the same, little sister.
Oh, please don't go! Wait! We need to talk! Kazval, I'm not your enemy, I'm your sister! I love you! Kazval, no, don't go! Don't! Wait! Don't go! Kazval!
Is it Amuro that you're so troubled about, Bright?
Huh? No, I'm not troubled. I'm getting a headache from the static.
Is that true?
Not really. You're right, I am worried about Amuro.
So...
We've located Gundam!
Huh?
Captain Shaw!
The Trojan horse has found us!
The Gelgoog is on board, and so's the Elmeth.
And Lala?
Yes, sir!
They haven't recovered the Gundam yet, so it's not likely they'll attack right away. Let's move out.
Okay, we can launch White Base now. Use the same exit bay the Zanzibar used, and we'll try to track them down.
Look! Coming at us! It doesn't look like a mine. Huh?
Be assured Kai will keep quiet about this. I need to learn what it's all about, and you're the only one that knows. The strongbox had this attached to it. Here, it's a letter addressed to you.
What about it?
I don't want to interrogate you, sailor. Won't you tell me what it is, who the letter's from, and what's inside the strongbox?
Mind you, I'm only guessing, but I think the strongbox is probably full of gold.
Then you know who wrote the letter.
I believe I do.
And will you tell me?
It's the Red Comet. Shah Aznable.
That's impossible. I refuse to believe it.
My darling, gentle sister, Artasia Somdaikun, I beg you, promise me that you will do what I advised you to do. With all my love, your big brother, Kazval Rem Daikun.
Kazval! It's not fair!
You're not to leave this room for any reason. Understand?
I understand, sir.
What have we heard from Kashyria in Granada?
She assured me that she is sending us reinforcements.
Is there anything new to report about Giren's solar ray?
It would appear that Duke Dagan is having some serious second thoughts about using the solar ray.
Doesn't he realize how serious our situation is?
This is Admiral Arcane. Our primary Federation fleet is presently standing by in the third battle line opposite Solomon. No one is to open fire until we reach the second battle line. The fleet is to form a line on both sides of the command ship and move forward.
Okay, White Base, show me what you've got. I hear you become amazing fighters, not like the amateurs you were on Luna 2. Ignore that light barrage. Hold your course and don't fall back. Only 5 more minutes and we can launch our missiles. We mustn't die till we complete our mission.
Lecoq, take over here.
Yes, sir.
I'll be right back. We must prepare for the worst. Get all of the women into the escape capsule immediately.
Oh.
Get going, Zena.
Oh, Dozul, is the battle going that badly?
Get a move on!
Yes, sir.
Here now, Zena. Don't worry. We'll be all right. I simply want to take extra caution, for Minava's sake. The noise of battle might disturb her nap.
She's used to loud noises.
Go!
Gotcha! Damn it! I won't die! Not out here!
The dramatic spectacle of space war is much like a fireworks display. But with each excitingly beautiful explosion, a crew of hundreds of human beings is blasted into stardust. Who shall win? Who shall lose? Who shall live? Who shall die? Nothing is predictable, and none of the answers will be known until the battle is over.
Are the mirrors set?
No, sir. It'll be about 4 more minutes, sir.
Damn! They're bound to discover our presence at any time.
What's that? T&M has concealed the entire main Federal fleet in the wreckage of Side 1.
What was that you said, Lecoq?
The main fleet can attack at any moment.
What? Send the Guaran out with an escort of Musai to intercept the enemy!
Here, sir. Shall we ask the 7th Fleet for support, sir? We'll need all the help we can get.
Beg Kashiria's help? That would make me the laughingstock of the entire universe!
Focus the solar reflectors on Solomon Space Gate. Fire when ready.
Ten seconds to alignment.
Activate reflectors! They're attacking! Hurry up with the reflectors!
3, 2, 1, entering focus.
Wow! What in the world? A new secret weapon? Right! What was it?
The horrors of warfare grow more terrible every day.
Lecoq, what's happening?
Space gate number 6 is gone, evaporated.
What are they using?
Radar didn't pick up anything, and there's no trace of energy particles.
What? What could the source of it be? Locate!
The main fleet somewhere.
I thought we sent the Guaran fleet to take care of them!
109 has returned, sir. Damage level B. Pilot is wounded. Our battle strength is now down 11%.
Really, it's not as serious as it looks.
Thank heaven.
Now then, Hayato needs 1 more unit of blood, as soon as this one is empty.
I can get it.
Call me if you need me.
They're coming in, watch
It's all
it!
right now. You're all right.
Frau Bow?
Don't worry, you're not seriously wounded. You'll be right back on your feet in no time at all.
The others?
They're fine. Just a few little nicks and scratches.
Good. I hate this so much. I know I'll never be as good as Amuro. There's no point in even trying. But even Kai and Sailor are better than me.
Hey, come on. What's wrong with you? You were doing a great job out there.
I don't need your pity. I feel sorry enough for myself. I used to believe that someday I'd be as good as Amuro. What a pathetic dreamer. I might as well give up. He's better, that's all. Go away, Frau.
Now listen. Amuro is different. Don't be envious. His life will never be normal. He must feel very lonely most of the time.
What? Solomon Base is requesting reinforcements?
Yes, sir. The signal's weak and I can't make out all the details, but they're under attack. Her Majesty Kashyria has responded, and she's rushing troops to their assistance.
We should try to get there in time.
I agree.
We're going to Solomon. Full combat speed.
Are you ready to launch, Zena?
Yes, we're ready, darling, but aren't you coming with us?
There's nothing to worry about. Solomon's not gonna fall.
Dozul,
There. You'll go to Granada and wait for me at my sister's palace.
I beg you, come with us, darling.
You and Minava are all that matters to me. Don't worry about me. You have to leave right now, Senna.
Be careful.
You know I'm always careful. Bring Minerva up in a manner befitting a princess. Goodbye, darling. Go now, and remember, you are a soldier's wife.
Damn it all! I don't believe this is happening. They knocked out my port engine!
Emergency! Ship 005 is returning to White Base. He'll put down in hatch 4 on deck 3. Fire crew, stand by with foam. His port engine is blazing like a blast furnace.
Don't worry, I'll get this baby in somehow.
Keep it together. No emotions.
Don't worry, sir. I'm in control.
Missile Bay, I want to see some action out there. Give him a real pounding. Frau, call Chief Varmus down at the sub-bridge. I want to see him up here right away.
Can you hear me, Mirai?
Oh. Yes?
I needed to talk with you in private. You've been very distant lately, Mirai. I don't know what's been bothering you so much, but I wanted you to be aware that I'm always here for you.
I know, and I'm grateful.
I think you should go to him now and reassure yourself that he's all right. You're too worried and distracted to work.
Ensign Mirai is not feeling very well, Varmus. I'd appreciate it if you could relieve her for a while.
Yes, sir, of course. I'm sorry, Mirai.
Thanks, Captain.
Anti-aircraft, we have incoming to port. Are you covering it?
Keep it moving now! I want to get this out in 10 minutes, flat!
Howard!
Ensign Mirai.
Where can I find Lieutenant Slager?
I think I saw him headed towards the starboard ready room.
Thanks very much, Howard.
Sure.
You weren't wounded. Oh, what a relief to hear that.
Hi there. Good to see you too, Ensign Mirai. What brings you here? Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mirai, please don't. We can't start anything. It just wouldn't work.
Attention! Lieutenant Slager, prepare to launch.
Gotta go. There, you see what I mean?
Lieutenant Slager! Please come back to me safely.
You're so innocent. Mirai, getting involved with me would be a big mistake. I think you deserve a lot more than a guy like me could ever offer you.
Slager, you offer everything I want.
Oh, really? Listen,
What? Tell me.
would you look after this? It was my mother's and I wouldn't want to lose it. It's not much, but I've always considered it the most valuable possession I own.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Take good care of it. I'm not saying what I really wanted to say. I don't express myself very well.
Yes, you do.
Mother would approve your having it. You're sweet and gentle like she was. Anyway, if you could take care of it for me, I'd appreciate it very much.
I will.
What a relief. And don't you worry, Mirai. I'll be back.
From her mobile Space Force base in Granada, Kishiria launches reinforcements, assigned to fly to the assistance of Dozel, though clearly it is too late to do it any good.
Stop it!
It just keeps coming!
Our remaining ships are charging the main enemy.
Confront them, find their weak spots.
Where should we target the big Zong?
Circle wide around the cannon fodder flying escort and corkscrew in on the command ships hanging at the rear of the formation.
Our laser beams bounce right off it. How are we gonna handle this monster? Slager is busy. We have to stop the big one, or we're done for.
While I fly the big Zom into a head-on assault against the main fleet, I want the two of you to oversee the evacuation of Solomon Base.
Sir, I'm staying with you.
Don't argue with me. Do what I tell you, Meyer. Fire the flare and start the evacuation right away. This is not a matter of choice. You all have to abandon Solomon Base. Our forces are too scattered and disorganized.
I want to die by your side.
You have your orders. I can keep the enemy busy. I'm counting on you to make sure that our families get out of here safely.
Yes, Admiral.
Go now. The domes and the Zakus can tow you away. Get everyone out of the battle zone. My moment. My own personal rendezvous with destiny.
The Gundam is here! You've got to hand it to them. They've got courage.
Better get ready. I don't stand a chance of surviving, but I'm going to take a lot of you to hell. This machine is impervious to bombardment from any long-range beam the Feds have got.
Our weapons aren't having any effect on it!
Great. Once we start mass producing these Zoms, you Fetty traitors will be crushed in no time at all.
He's bad, all right. I think we should teach this guy a lesson. You ever flown the Navajo Kid maneuver?
Yeah, if we get around that beam barrier, he has a soft underbelly.
I'm with ya. His ribs need a tickle.
Try to sneak under me, huh? Forget it. I'm not an amateur.
I'll get ya! Yeah!
My turn now!
Well, come on! I'm ready! Come and get me! I'm a Zeon and I'm not gonna bail out! Let's settle this once and for all!
Right!
I will not allow the Zombie's family name to be dishonored! I'd rather die here! I dedicate your destruction to the name of the Zombie family!
Oh yeah? Well, you're not scaring me. I'm... What's that? Is it the spirit of all his ancestors? Where's all that energy coming from?
It is hard to accept. Solomon Base gone. You're sure?
Yes, sir, I am. We've verified and re-verified. There can be absolutely no question about it.
We can be grateful that we managed to save Lady Zena and Minerva. Thank Dozel for that. Well, we have to beef up Abawaku and Granada.
Yes, sir, I've already ordered that reinforcements be dispatched to both garrisons.
Good. You have done well.
Everybody has to die sometime.
What?
I was talking to myself.
Ironically, the Duchy of Zeon, consisting of approximately 40 closed-cylinder colonies, has suffered less damage than any other side. The population of 150 million has had little direct experience of the war.
This setback mustn't dishearten us into just wringing our hands. We must react, Father.
Kishiria's new type corps can attack Solomon. This will distract the enemy while I complete my final preparations. We'll also provide a test of the new type's true abilities.
You have no respect for the new types. I hope you'll be surprised.
So do I, sir. But just in case they are less than entirely successful, prudence demands that I be ready with a force that cannot fail. My solar ray.
In order to use it, you'll have to displace millions of Zeon citizens. Can't you imagine what this would do to the morale of our people? The Duchy of Zeon can achieve its goals without resorting to such insanely radical methods.
Our citizens will support me. When they hear about the new types, they'll be rejuvenated.
Shame on you. You don't believe in the new types, but you'd use them for propaganda. Propaganda to deceive your own people. Your strategy would destroy the Zeon nation.
You don't know my strategy. Here's my plan.
Another plan. Very well, let me hear it.
I've reassessed our defense structure. Our fate is now totally dependent upon Lunabase and Abawaku. We are vulnerable to attack along 3 strategic routes, and the Federation forces may use any one of them. Should they break through, our defeat would be inevitable. Fortunately, since we know these are the only 3 routes they can use, we can be ready for them. By focusing the solar ray projectors on these 3 corridors, the moment the Federal fleet is within range, we shall annihilate them before they approach near enough to be a threat to the Duchy. They'll be destroyed and will sustain no losses.
You didn't consult me about any of this.
That's why I'm here now. To get your approval.
Once you've achieved this triumph and the Federation is defeated, what are your plans for the future of mankind? Well, tell me, Giran, what are you planning?
Zeon shall rule the universe. I'll be able to make things happen. Things that you would never have dreamed possible. Take our overpopulation problem, for example. All of the undesirables shall be eliminated. For mankind to progress, the cleansing of the population has been long overdue.
I see, Giran. Have you ever read about Adolf Hitler?
Sounds familiar. I believe that he lived in the Middle Ages.
Hitler was a dictator, totally devoid of humanity. My son Giran, the Adolf Hitler of his day.
Think back. At one time I firmly believed in Daikon's revolution. But democracy turned into uncontrolled corruption. Population grew unchecked, devouring resources heedlessly. Through its greedy excesses, the so-called noble human race has overstepped its limits. Its weaknesses have brought it to the brink of extinction, and now the way must be cleared for the coming of the new types in a new world order. This cannibalistic war was caused by Federation weakness. Weakness leads to extinction. And then, I'll make the world fit for a new human race. Now don't worry, I'll be in command of every detail of this operation from Abawaku. We're going to win, Father. That I can promise you. Your son, the new Adolf Hitler, knows what he's doing. Even though you don't like my methods, when you see the results, you'll know that I was right.
May God protect the world from my son. And I can't even imagine what Kishiria might be planning. In the end, Hitler's followers ended up trying to kill him.
Stand at ease, gentlemen.
Welcome to Kunpei Island, sir.
Thank you.
How does it feel commanding Solomon?
Wonderful. New types?
Yes, tell me about them.
Pure propaganda. The enemy is weakened, so they resort to bluffing.
But we're using new types, aren't we, sir? What about Gundam and White Base?
The people on White Base aren't superhuman. I'm getting a headache. Would it be possible for the orderly to bring me some aspirin, please? Strange how it came on me all of a sudden. I hope I haven't caught a flu bug this close to Operation Star 1. Excuse me. I feel awful.
You don't look very well. I better have one of our medics come and examine you.
What is it?
Where the hell did that come from? What? Lieutenant, you okay? What was that? It sounds like we're under attack! Hey, what's going on?
What do you mean there's no one out there? I don't care what your radar says. We're being bombarded and we're taking a pounding. Huh? What happened? Answer me, 38. What was that explosion? The line's gone dead. sneak up on us like that? Wake up, Marker! We're under surprise attack!
Radar shows nothing. Nobody. Minovsky density is just too heavy to penetrate.
Get all sections ready for combat. Launch all mobile suits and get the core booster out there as well.
Oh, boy.
Huh?
My head.
What's the matter? You're not getting sick, are you, Mirai?
No, Lieutenant, I'm not sick. I just have this very strange kind of feeling.
A feeling? Might it be a premonition of something that's going to happen?
Attention all hands. Emergency combat level 1 is in effect. Report to your stations immediately.
Return to stations? I thought that we were only on half watch. I can't believe it. Huh? Who are you talking to?
Who's that calling me? Can't they cut us some slack?
Sailor, how are you?
Okay.
Put your personal feelings on hold, and if you can't, this is the time to tell me.
Don't worry about it. I've done okay so far, haven't I? Tell me something, and I'm not joking. Is the humidity especially oppressive today?
No, not that I've noticed. But Mirai said something about having a strange feeling. I wonder...
Like something isn't quite right, Mirai?
It's hanging over Konpei Island.
Mirai, I have a question. Okay, Sailor, launch away. Is that feeling still with you?
I can't blame him. Concentrate. He is the Red Comet, after all.
How many ships has it taken out? I'm worried. With the magnetic coating, the Gundam is a bit more maneuverable, but I've got to try to zero in on it. They're calling me.
She scores a direct hit every time. She's incredible. Truly.
Captain!
What's the matter with you?
I'm experiencing terrible head pain.
You're reading 9.4. Stop the attack.
No, I can handle it.
We're turning back.
Wait! What? Where? She disappeared!
I appreciate this. I really do. You have a misunderstanding about my loyalty, and I want to set things straight.
Misunderstanding, Sailor? What do you mean?
I didn't tell you the whole story about Shaw and me.
That was obvious.
I don't know how to begin. Truth is, Commander Shaw Aznable is my big brother.
Brother?
It's made my life very complicated.
I can see where you... Complicated isn't the word for it.
Yes, I know. Should I resign, sir?
Well, it depends on how you feel, Sailor.
White Base is my home, sir. And all you people are my real family. My brother, I don't even know him anymore. It's like some kind of madness has consumed him. Why must I go on living?
Sailor!
My brother is a monster. He has twisted our father's teaching and corrupted his memory. He's dishonored our family. He's not the Kazval I remember.
Kazval? Sounds familiar. Kazval.
Yes, that's right. Kazval Daikun.
Daikun?
Yes, and I'm Artesia Daikun.
Do you mean you're actually a Zeon?
That's right. Zeons. We are Daikun's children. I'm proud of him. Because my father had nothing to do with this war. He was a man of peace. The Zombies wanted war, so they killed my father. Here, Shaw sent me this gold to try and convince me that I should leave the war. I'm donating it to the Federation for use by... I sound very selfish, I know. It would make me feel better.
I understand. It is a difficult path you have chosen to walk.
Yes, I know, Lieutenant.
Captain Shaw has arrived and is awaiting your Majesty's pleasure.
I will see him.
Enter.
Captain Shah Aznable and Ensign Lala Soon, reporting to Your Highness as ordered.
Captain Shaw, I have concentrated our forces on the battle lines of Abu Aku and Granada. I have decided that these forces shall be placed under your command.
Yes, ma'am.
Ensign Lala Soon.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I commend you on your test at Solomon. It was very impressive. May we depend on your help in this coming campaign?
Yes, of course. All my abilities are yours to command. You and Captain Shaw can depend on my loyalty.
Captain, I wish to see you privately in my chamber.
Your Highness?
Duke Dagan, impatient with delays in Prime Minister Darcia's peace plans and desperate to head off Giran's employment of the dread solar ray, decides to contact the Federation forces personally. The departure of Dagan's peace mission does not go unobserved.
Sorry, Father. You waited too long. I'm in full command, and it's too late to stop me. I'm here, May.
Technical advisor Captain Asakura, sir.
Very well. Put him on a secured line.
The solar ray is operational. We're loading the reflectors. We will reach firing power in approximately 2 hours. The polarizing mirror will only withstand 1 firing.
Did the test meet our expectations?
Yes, sir. The results were frighteningly good.
The Federation fleet is advancing on our left wing. My fleet will be engaging them soon.
Yes, so it would seem.
They're bypassing Granada for Abu Aku, but my fleet will be intercepting them before they get there. I want Giran to see that I'm making every effort to back him up.
Yes.
What's wrong? Why don't you sit down?
Thank you, I will.
Well now, you bear an extremely close resemblance to your father.
Yes.
I never would have suspected. You're like two different people. Kazval Daikun was nothing like Shah Aznable. You're interesting.
When I was cashiered by Admiral Dozul, and you summoned me to my first meeting with you, I was paralyzed with fear because I knew you were the one person I couldn't fool. I knew you were bound to identify me. And even now, trembling.
When the day came that I finally did figure out who you were, I almost laughed my head off my shoulders.
What was so funny about it?
I was still remembering you as the sweet little Kazval, and the thought of you growing up to be the diabolical Shah was quite amusing. Hilarious. But it was so uncharacteristic of the Great Red Comet to allow Garma to die as he did. I was rather suspicious when the great tactician Shah first contacted the Flanagan Agency as well. Naturally, I began collecting the pieces and putting them together. But I meant what I said earlier. I'm not angry, I think it's all very funny.
I am genuinely grateful to hear you say that, Your Majesty.
Now that I've given you command of the new type troops, I must trust you implicitly. Share your innermost thoughts with me. Kazval swore to kill my family. What are the intentions of Shah Aznable?
After Garma's death, I felt no satisfaction. My revenge had left me feeling empty. I didn't see myself as triumphant. I was just pathetic. I was feeling nothing but scorn for myself. And that was when I realized I was on the wrong side.
But you still believe the teachings of your father?
Yes, he saw that the new types would represent a great leap forward in the evolution of mankind. I want to contribute to that. That is Shah Aznable's intention.
I hope I don't regret having trusted you. Politics can be so very complicated.
True. But learning to trust is part of our evolutionary progress.
You're a good talker, Shah Aznable.
Your Majesty?
Oh man, they've rolled out another new weapon? That's all we need.
Seems like any other Xeon spacecraft. I wonder if it's some kind of special new type weapon.
The scanner image came from Woodward Fleet. They were the first ones to see it. They reported it made that la-la sound.
So that's what was making all that radio noise that was driving everyone crazy, a tulip-shaped fighter.
I bet Shah's behind
This is going to be a serious problem, I'm afraid. How do you fight something you can't find? We don't even know what weapon to use. How do you engage an enemy that can destroy you before you even detect it?
You won't find it in a manual. Books aren't any good in a war. Forget about it.
The Xeon technology is at least 10 years ahead of the Federation's. We have to depend on our strategy. Our only hope of winning is by outsmarting the enemy.
I think I heard my mother calling me. Can I go home?
Where's your spirit of adventure? We're survivors.
Forgive me, Captain, but I'm not into survival. Survival's for old people, and I don't plan on dying for some stupid Fed officers back home, okay?
Our enemy is the Zabi family. Have you forgotten? Kai, we aren't at war against the Federation.
This isn't my war. Let the politicians come and fight. Sayla, am I right? They're the enemies.
I really don't want to get involved in a political debate. I hate war, but sometimes a person must fight for their freedom.
Kinda vague, aren't you? Try using your intelligence and say what you think.
We're fighting for our freedom, Kai.
The new type gives us his opinion.
Don't be an ass. The zombies would exterminate you. The Federation wants a world where new types and old types live together in peace. Peace. Impossible though that may seem, it's how man was supposed to live from the beginning. Evolution's been leading us to this for thousands of years. If our generation has what it takes, we can make it happen.
Lala, I want to attack their fleet head-on. I know that you'll knock out at least half of them. Then when you're ready, you give us the word to begin our attack on their mobile suits.
Yes, sir.
I'll be taking orders from you from here on out, Lala.
Orders from me?
Yes, it only makes sense. Your abilities are greater than mine now.
I couldn't command you, sir.
Have faith in yourself, Lala.
Oh, sir.
Don't take unnecessary risks.
No, I won't. Captain?
Yes?
From now on, anytime you go into battle, I would like you to wear a normal suit.
Very well. I'll take that as a direct order.
Thank you, sir. It would put my mind at ease.
We've now completed launching of all mobile suits. The attack formation will be led by Captain Shaw. All mobile suits take position now.
Very good. The Guajin will hold position here. After Captain Shaw clears the launch area, give him 30 seconds of cover fire.
What? They're wiping us out! We won't have a ship to go back to in a minute!
Incoming starboard!
At 1 o'clock. Go right 10 degrees.
Four ships approaching at 9 o'clock.
Fire at will, marker.
Watch out! Are you okay?
Two ships lost by both sides.
They'll be launching their mobile suits anytime. Prepare AA defenses.
Suits launched, approaching in teams of 5 and 6. There's too many for me to count.
Stay alert. Concentrate. Whoa! 6 o'clock! I think I've got her located. Careful. Multiple target-seeking lasers. They're everywhere. This isn't working. What I've got to do is find the control lines, and then I can... Huh? Direct hit. Come on! No! What's that?
Huh? If I don't stop him, he will destroy Shaw. But why did it have to be you? You're not my enemy.
Don't you care about anything except Shaw?
He's the reason I fight. You couldn't understand.
What?
Why are you fighting? You have no home, you have no family. I couldn't do this without a good reason. What is yours? You have nothing in the world to fight for. You had no reason to get involved in the war.
Nobody does.
You know why I'm here? To protect the man who saved my life. I must be loyal, even if you aren't my enemy.
Enough talk. We're here to fight. So let's get it over with!
Why couldn't we have met before?
Why do we have to wait until now when it's too late for us?
Nothing can ever come out of our meeting. Nothing. Nothing. If this is what is called fate, then ours is a cruel fate, and life is too painful to bear.
This is real. We aren't just dreaming.
I know, but what does it matter? It is pointless, meaningless.
Lala, there has to be a reason for our meeting. Give me something I can hope for.
Have mercy. Go away. All you can offer to me now is more pain and confusion.
Maybe it isn't too late. Maybe we met precisely when we were meant to. Life is full of mysteries.
It is too late, Amuro. We should have had the experience of merging together in peace, not during a war. It's all so hopeless.
Everybody has to have something they can believe in, Lala. Why can't you try to believe in us?
It's too much for me. My head hurts. Everything is getting dark and out of focus.
Lala!
Cosmo! Amuro! What's happening?
I know we've joined together. It's true, and at another time it could have been different. But I'm afraid it's only going to result in pain.
Oh, I hope not, because we have no choice in the matter. We didn't know until now, but we've always been one, and always will be.
Lala, you've got to come back to us and fight.
Yes, Captain.
All right!
The Gundam! And there's a red mobile suit! Cosmo! Get out of here! Oh, big brother! No! Huh?
Sayla, go back!
Ah! Sir, it's your sister!
Artesia? God, what have I done?
Say goodbye, monster!
Amuro, no!
Lala!
Lala, no!
Bail out!
The changes we have gone through will soon overtake everyone.
I know. Our time will be coming very soon. I can feel it.
Do you believe the world is changing, Amuro?
I do. Because I sense it with every beat of my heart. Just think of it. Everyone understanding and loving one another.
Yes, as you and I do, now and forever.
Oh my God. I've done something I could never make right if I live for the rest of eternity. Why? Why, Lala? Why? Why? Forgive me.
Gundam has defeated me. I no longer have the heart for fighting. Lala, what can I do now?
Once again, you have failed to capture or destroy the Trojan horse.
Yes.
I have lost my advanced fleet for nothing. Perhaps I overestimated you, Captain Shaw. Is that it?
Perhaps.
Highness, Commandant Kieran has transmitted a AAA Red Priority communique from Abawaku. As Federal forces are rapidly advancing in strength on Abawaku, I hereby order all Xeon units to evacuate the firing path of the solar ray at once. The deadline is exactly 30 minutes from now.
30 minutes? He's planning to fire the solar ray just 30 minutes from now? That's too soon. What is he up to?
Captain, at the rate we're moving, we're going to be late for the rendezvous with the main fleet.
Will the Salamis be able to keep up with us if we move any faster, Mirai?
No, sir. Should we move on without them?
I have been considering that option.
I think they'll be all right. What was left of the enemy fleet has retreated from the area. No wonder. Apparently they don't have any new types who are as capable as Amuro.
Oh, really? How do you know?
I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to be late for the rendezvous no matter what.
Meanwhile, the Federation's main fleet, under the command of Admiral Reviel, is gathering and forming up along the third battle line leading to Abawaku. The Admiral's battle plan is simple. Launch an overwhelming charge that overruns Abawaku on the way to their true target, the Duchy of Xeon. Pardon me, sir. You're not going to believe this, but Duke Dagan is here to discuss a peace proposal.
Peace terms from Duke Dagan?
Yes, sir.
Well, now. That's very interesting. Very.
But at that very moment...
This is Giran speaking from Abawaku. Admiral Reviel's fleet is approaching on 3 fronts. Target the solar ray on the Jeldorva path.
Our situation simulator has calculated a reliably precise outcome, showing that we shall destroy half of the Federation's main fleet with 1 firing. Victory to Xeon!
Victory to Xeon! The countdown clock is running!
Generator system nominal.
Control panels nominal.
Guidance operations are all green lights, tracking 5x5.
Nominal output of microwave transmitters is 85 million gigawatts per second.
Wide focus target path is Jeldorva.
Adjust firing angle and realign reflectors.
Realigning reflectors 4 and 6 and adjusting firing angle. Stand by.
Get the hell out of there, 1709! Right now, your shadow's reducing reflector power!
A blinding, burning light! Ships melting, people evaporating, melting and evaporating! The light is pure hatred personified.
Amuro, what's wrong with you?
Huh? We mustn't let the light hit us. We gotta get away from it.
The light?
That sure looks like Duke Dagan, all right.
I hope I can stop Kieran in time.
Oh no! Duke Dagan!
What is it?
Can't be real.
Reviel's entire fleet has just vanished into thin air.
The light destroyed everything. There aren't any.
What in the world was that? No survivors?
The solar ray's been fired down the Jeldorva line, Your Majesty!
Hey, did you hear that thing?
Were you able to estimate the intensity?
No. Too loud for me to measure. Completely off the scale.
Stop all that chattering. Have you forgotten we're on alert level 2? Be quiet and keep your mind on your business.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty! You better take a look at this! Our last scan of Jeldorva picked up Count Dagon's IFF code, and it's directly in the firing path of the solar ray. Can it be?
Could there have been a mistake?
The reading was accurate, Your Majesty. I verified it 3 times.
Had the Count said anything about joining the battle personally?
No.
Why would he be flying his ship directly into the enemy formation? What was his purpose there? We'll never know.
This is a nightmare. The entire advanced fleet was wiped out.
Frau Bow!
Yes, sir.
Have we received any new orders?
Same as the last update. We're supposed to stand firm while the rest of the fleet reforms around us.
Why, that's insane. They must have some kind of plan of action.
No, Captain. Everybody seems to be in shock.
All hands remain at battle stations and maintain at alert level 2.
Have you picked up anything yet?
Everyone thinks that it was a giant solar ray.
Like ours?
Well, it's something like ours, only it looks like theirs is about 1,000,000 times more powerful.
Is that possible?
White Base, code Beta Tau Omega message. Acknowledge.
We're receiving.
Brave and loyal soldiers of the independent Duchy of Zeon. I want all of you to know that our action was overwhelmingly successful. The searing, fiery light of Zeon righteousness has left the enemy reeling. Half of the Federation Forces fleet has been blasted to stardust by our awesome solar ray. This can be considered a fatal blow to the Federation. The pathetic remnants of their army is no match for the defenders of Abawaku. This is the day of destiny for Zeon, the chosen nation. A brave new tomorrow awaits us as we pave the way for a new mankind and a world of peace and harmony under Zeon rule. What you have done is historical, and your great-grandchildren will venerate you for it. No, the war isn't over yet, but we know we've won, and we will punish the enemy. The future belongs to us, and we belong to the future.
Battalions 2 and 3. The Luzal will be your acting flagship. Form up at Point N. White Base will advance from Point S. All other units maintain standing orders.
We're hopelessly outnumbered now.
We don't have enough units left to bring off our battle plan.
Maybe things aren't as bad as they look, sir. I think we can still take Abawaku. Maybe their firepower is heavier than ours, but their position's extremely vulnerable. Look at their weak points.
Is that new type intuition?
Yes, it is.
All units stand by for synchronization. 3, 2, 1, mark. Operation has begun.
Mirai, place all sections on alert level 1. We'll be breaking through the UFU line in about 11 minutes.
Frau, I can tell that you were very apprehensive about this. Believe me, we didn't come this far just to die.
Don't worry about me, really. I'm okay. I have faith in our crew and myself.
That's the Frau I know and love. I'll be back in no time.
Wait. Don't do anything crazy. Please.
I won't. Let's go.
You go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Are you sure you'll be okay?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
So long, everybody, and good luck on the mission.
We'll be in Section L if you need us.
Where's Hayato?
Don't wait for Hayato.
Oh.
He's with Frau.
True love, huh?
That was a very dirty laugh, Kai.
Oh, Sayla, they're just teasing.
Perhaps, but it isn't funny.
So long, everyone.
Bye. Amuro, was that true what you said about your intuition?
That depends. New types can't see into the future, if that's what you're thinking.
Amuro had to say what he did so the crew wouldn't panic. The last thing we need is a mutiny. They are all scared.
Damn right they are. You have to admit the crew has plenty of reasons to be crazy with fear.
The enemy's rolling out a beam damper carpet.
Respond with missiles, but don't launch the mobile suits. I want them kept in reserve. Hold tight. We're sending in reinforcements. They'll be there any minute. S-Field is commanded to reroute half its ships to N-Field. Damned Fetties. Even with half their fleet gone, they're the bane of my existence.
Royal Xeon craft approaching. Identified as Her Majesty Kashyria.
Good. Direct it to Safe Area 9. Damn. I know she isn't here to help me. What little deception does Kashyria have up her sleeve, I wonder?
It would appear that Giran has sent out all the Gelgoog suits he has. At any rate, I bet he won't be able to find one for me. Well,
You might do well to take out the Xeon, Shaw, even though it is only 80% finished.
the Xeon?
It has psychically controlled systems quite similar to the Elmeth, custom designed for you new types.
I see.
This will give you an opportunity to test the new ship, and to test your psychic abilities as well.
True. I wonder what she's plotting for me this time.
Launch bay, release all mobile suits now!
We lost another Magellan, sir. There are mobile suits everywhere. They're filling the skies.
That's it. It's time. I'm sending in Doros.
Her Majesty Kashyria has arrived, Commander.
You're just a bit late.
Try to find it in your heart to forgive me, dear brother.
I hear the Elmeth was destroyed.
Yes.
Rumor has it was brought down by a single Gundam.
The Xeon is ready now.
80% ready.
The only weapon that can stand up against the Gundam is a new type weapon, the Xeon.
You mean Shaw. Am I right?
Doros is moving in.
You are persistent, Kashyria.
Where's the Great Dagon? I presume he's in Zoom City?
He's dead.
And who did he name to take over?
Nobody, dear. Did you think it could be you?
So, Father never got around to naming his successor.
I've been in charge. I'll remain in charge. You see, if Father wanted it different, he would have said so.
I see. That answers my question.
I'm glad. The issue is settled. No one can stop me now. I've won it all.
What do you mean, 80%?
No offense.
This bad boy's ready to show his stuff, and I promise you, he's functioning at 100%.
But it doesn't have any legs.
The legs are only for show anyway. The brass always insists on them, so we stick them on.
I'm told it's 100% psychically controlled. I flew the Elmeth. Do you think I can handle this one?
That depends on the extent of your new type abilities, Captain. It can only be as good as you are.
You're very honest. Better watch that.
For what it's worth, I think you'll do fine, sir. If you don't master it, nobody will.
Thanks. For what it's worth, I agree.
The Doros is performing exceedingly well. Still, the Fetties don't really have enough firepower left to put up any kind of a challenge.
Don't look now, but the Feds are moving a whole new fleet in.
Verify that!
Field N, Area 2.
Confirmed, Commander. The enemy is closing on us at attack speed.
Face it, Giran, this battle is far from over.
They're finished. This is their last desperate effort to avoid the inevitable, nothing more.
Yes, of course. I want to speak to Captain Shaw aboard the Xeon.
Your Highness.
What's your present status, Shaw?
Moving out.
The Feds are sending in reinforcements. There's a whole new fleet moving into Area 2. You may assign the 34th Mobile Suit Team to take it out.
Majesty. We'll approach by way of S-Field and take them by surprise.
They have no more reserve forces. It's all over now.
I would think even S-Field should be able to handle this ragtag fleet.
I'm sure they can, Commander. You killed our father, you monster.
1
Now the time has come when I find out if I can do this as well as Lala. Come on, I'm ready.
Aim sharply, Mirai. 45 degrees, then take evasive action.
Excellent. Now I can settle my score with a Gundam. Where is it? At last, their mobile suits have launched.
There, up ahead! Shaw! No way! Another one? It's a new type, but he seems too strong to be Shaw. Wait a minute. Shaw's not my real enemy anyway. The one I want is hiding right over there!
My defense plans are proving to be very effective, it appears.
You're a living monument to yourself, Girin.
Huh?
Girin, you assassinated Father. You knew he was going to be in the line of fire at the time you turned on the solar ray. Why did you do it?
He should not have gone there. The old fool went to the enemy camp to try to negotiate an armistice.
I am his daughter, and I must avenge his death. Prepare to die.
Don't be so dramatic.
You doubt that I'd kill you? You should know it's a family tradition.
Our commander-in-chief has been shot!
I have executed the traitor Girin for having assassinated my father, Count Dagan. If anyone here objects to my actions, he may file official charges here and now.
What do we do?
What's that? It's cracking! Recorded that Commander Girin died gloriously in battle. Now what are your orders, Highness, a commander?
Thank you, Twanning. I accept command. Let it be recorded. Dispatch all mobile suit units to Area 2. Do you have a situation update from S-Field? I need your report on their current status.
Of the 25 ships we assigned there, 10 have been destroyed already, and all of those remaining are reporting their situation as desperate.
I want Captain Shaw Zeong at the head of our attack. Anyone who leaves his position will be shot. Get those mobile suits launched now!
These models are good.
This is crazy. Mirai?
Sir?
What's going on? It was only an hour ago that their defenses were weakening.
Yes, it's strange. As best I can tell, it would seem that both forces have been sustaining terrible losses, Captain.
I understand.
Where's the Gundam? I hope nobody else brings him down before I find him. Damn it.
Their mobile suits are breaking through on all fronts of Field N and Field S as well.
Yes, Twanning, I can see that. Locate Captain Shaw Zeong.
Captain Shaw can't reach the Gundam because their fighters are shielding it.
He hasn't mastered the Zeong yet.
Great, we're making progress. Uh-oh. It is Shaw. I bet that he's looking for me.
There he is. This time, one of us dies.
Look at that! Why are the Doms and Gelgoogs performing so amateurishly, Twanning?
Well, that's because so many of our ships are being piloted by trainees, Your Majesty.
Student pilots?
They've all graduated from the basic academy courses.
Oh, then they have flown before. Well, I'm certainly relieved to hear that. Are we really reduced to this? Are we fighting a children's war?
Begging Your Majesty's pardon, all wars are children's wars, and they always have been.
That's patriotism. Every nation calls on its young and strong to fight and die for it. That only makes sense. Keep the pressure on. Shaw is more than able to pick up the slack when the students fail. The outcome of this war has always been on his shoulders.
All right, if that's how you want it.
Ship's on fire! I'm gonna die! Help me, Mother!
Gotcha! He missed. I won't!
Get more firepower starboard!
Jim Wing has done it, sir. They broke through. Just one battalion to go.
Right. Frau Bow, have the gun cannons been dispatched yet?
Yes, they have, sir. And they have broken through the entrance to Field S.
Let's show them what teamwork is, Kai!
Look at that! We were here first and they pushed ahead of us! That was a real stupid move. Guess it's up to us to teach these guys a lesson.
Are you ready?
Ready. You never were as good as me at close-range fighting, were you? Too bad.
Yeah, can you prove it?
Why did you have to drag Lala into this? I'm gonna make you wish you'd never been born, Shaw.
Come on, don't die on me, man.
Look out!
Oh, no.
Hang on! Take cover! Let the moles take over now!
Lala, I wish you were here to advise me about this new type kid. I never know exactly what to expect from him. He doesn't think like I do. Huh? What now? What are his weaknesses? How do I maneuver?
Direct kill! The port side engine! Shut it down quickly! Eject the port mirror!
Yes, sir! We're coming in!
Set her down! Prepare to move out for hand-to-hand combat!
We're ready, sir.
I just lost helm control, Captain.
Oh, no, you don't! Oh, no!
No control!
Hayato! Right base has lost both their main engines!
Kai! Wait! What about everybody on board?
Grab the children. Get them all and take them to safety.
Yes, sir.
Carry a sidearm.
Missed!
Where is he? Ah!
All right!
I'm not finished yet.
No video! Damn it! He knocked out my main camera. I'll be flying blind!
I'm getting no response from Field S!
Xeon's been destroyed. Cancel Shaw's IFF code.
If the Red Comet has fallen, we're done for.
I can't raise F-field for a confirmation!
Taken out by missiles.
The whole front is caved in! It's complete chaos here!
Well, apparently those rumors about the Gundam pilot being a new type are true. Nobody else could have defeated Shaw. The time has come!
You have orders, Your Majesty?
Approach. I am leaving now. In 15 minutes you will surrender.
Surrender?
Granada and the Duchy are still defensible, but this place cannot be saved.
Escaping from here is going to be dangerous. We may have waited too long.
Without me, Xeon will fall. I must not be captured.
Majesty, what will happen to me after we surrender?
You'll be freed when we exchange POWs.
Oh.
Stop worrying.
Forgive me.
Damn, they're everywhere you look! It's like ants!
The enemy ground troops are starting to move in. We need to bring in bazookas and machine guns.
the matter with Shaw? How could he have made such a dumb mistake? We're not enemies. Wait a minute. He's leading me straight into the very heart of a Baoku. I'm being watched.
You never could have developed so quickly if you hadn't met Lala. She's the one who awakened your powers. You should be grateful to me.
Lala would still be alive if it weren't for you!
She never would have realized her own abilities if I hadn't brought her into this war.
What are you talking about, Shaw?
The war awakened her new type nature, and it stimulated the development of her powers.
You're crazy!
I'm the only one who understands the true nature of a new type.
If you come another step closer, I will shoot you.
You know yourself, it was the war that brought your new type nature to the surface. But even you have no idea just how dangerous a new type really is.
That's right. I'm a dangerous enemy.
Much more. You're dangerous to the human race. That's why I have to destroy you.
Hayato's bailing out and leaving me to fight alone! I hate hand-to-hand combat!
Has the ship been abandoned? What?
We're trying our best to round up an armed escort for Her Majesty!
This is taking entirely too long, and I don't have a minute to spare.
All units are trying to hold off the enemy ground troops!
Block 24 was overrun and the commander was killed.
This has turned into a full-scale ground war!
I'm getting closer.
Huh? This is insane! We both have the same enemy, the zombies!
The zombies aren't my enemy! You are!
Whoa!
Can you guess why I lured you in here?
Because you have the advantage in this kind of fighting! I've had no experience with these weapons!
Your new type abilities are useless without proper training!
Don't be too sure of that!
Oswald, Amuro, wait! You mustn't! Please, stop! Don't you realize you're the last two people in the world who should be fighting? Please, big brother, you have no reason to hate Amuro!
It's Lala. Did you hear what she said? New types were not created to be tools for killing each other.
But in reality, that's all new types are being used for in this war, because of how both sides see them. As deadly weapons instead of as people.
What about you, Shah's novel? Do you think of yourself as a new type?
You have to stop both of you! Amuro, are you okay? Amuro!
Artesia!
Oswald, leave him alone. Make your getaway. He's not your enemy. You've no reason to kill him.
Are you forgetting he killed Lala?
Both of you will have to live with that guilt.
Then team up with me. You know that's what Lala would have wanted.
You're insane.
Go, get away!
I can't leave him running wild. He's dangerous. I got you.
Gosval, you've been hurt. What happened to your forehead?
My helmet saved me. I'm all right.
I was helping Her Majesty Kishiria escape. We were attacked. I tried to defend her. Did she get away?
She's all right. I'll take care of her for you. You'll probably get a medal for your bravery.
Dying for Her Majesty is a greater honor.
I can feel the air getting thin in here, Artasia. You better get away while you still can.
Where will you go now? What will you do?
Like always, I grab the opportunities life sends my way and go with that.
But Big Brother...
You're an adult now, Sayla. It's time to stop playing soldier, survive, and grow into a fine woman. You deserve a good life. Is that Amuro calling?
What? Amuro? Cosval! Goodbye, Big Brother.
Where's Her Majesty? Hey! Watch out, sir! They've started the launch! Enemy closing! Emergency launch at full combat speed!
You had better sit down.
10, 9, 8.
Farewell. Karma's waiting for you.
5.
Here's hoping you enjoy a happy reunion.
Shaw isn't dead? Oh my god!
Even if I somehow survive this, there's no way I could possibly get back to the other... I'm not even sure I want to go on living. I'm all alone.
Is this it? Am I done for? Huh? Hey, am I seeing things? I'm in. Yeah, for whatever that may be worth. Where's everybody else? Okay, now, where do we go from here, Gundam?
Amuro.
Huh?
Don't be frightened. It's only me.
I can hear you, Lala. I want to be with you.
I'm always with you. I'm part of your life forever. Don't you know that?
Yes. Yeah. Huh? Wait, I'm seeing everybody. I'm with them all my friends. Tell me how I can help them, Lala.
You can communicate with them like you do with me. Go on, Amuro. You can do it.
Can you hear me, Sayla?
Oh, Amuro, is that you? Where are you? Where are you? Amuro, please help me. I'm confused and I can't find my way out of here. What? Go right at the corridor? Ah!
That's it, Sayla. Straight ahead about 500 meters. Then you make a 90-degree turn left.
There's an enemy near me?
Come on! Seal all the hatches!
Yes, sir.
Huh? Is that you, Amuro? If we don't abandon the ship, we're going to die? I have new orders!
Seal the hatches. All the friendlies are aboard and accounted for.
Aye, aye!
What? Amuro? Really? Right. Everybody into the safety launches.
Amuro!
During a break in the gunfire, Take the kids to a safety launch. You're in grave danger there.
How do I know it's you? Why can't I see you?
You know in your heart it's me. Trust that and do what I say.
Watch me, and when you see me run, everybody follow me. Got that? Go!
Why is everybody picking on us?
They're shooting at me because I'm with you.
Huh? Hey, is that...
Did you hear it too?
Yeah, it's Amuro's voice.
And he was saying we should get out of here.
That's what I heard.
Yeah! I think we got the Zeeks on the run.
You know, I think you're right. Let's declare victory and get out of here.
Yeah, go!
I found White Base.
Sayla, welcome back. Over here. Come on.
Hang on, I've got you. Okay, we've got her now. Move it out, Marker.
Everybody hang on tight.
We can say goodbye to White Base.
Yes, look at that inferno. Well, may the old girl rest in peace. I salute White Base and Amuro, who saved us all.
Where is Amuro? Because he's certainly not here on the safety launch. Captain?
I know. Since you and Mirai seem to hear him better than anybody else, maybe you should try to contact him. I don't want to leave without him, but we'll have to unless one of you can find out where he is. We've got to get out of here in a big
But
hurry.
I don't know how. What do I do? I've never done it before. I'm sorry, I wouldn't know how to begin.
I'm not gonna leave without Amuro. Can you make contact, Frau?
Oh, I wouldn't know how either. Kika, you heard his voice a lot louder than anyone else, right? That's right.
Since I reached all of you, I haven't heard his voice at all. Not a single word. Amuro! We didn't want him to sacrifice himself for us. But he did.
Hey, I know where he is. He's on his way here.
Huh?
Yeah, he's way up there.
Are you sure?
I know.
Where?
Go to the right. Yeah, he's right over there.
Children, are you sure? No one else can see him.
A little more to the right now. Good, perfect.
Amuro! You see him too? Yes, Amuro!
All right, come on in. We're waiting for you. 4, 3, 2, 1, and fire! Amuro.
Oh no. Where are they? My family. Thank you. Because of you, I have a place I can come home to. And I can be with Lala anytime I want. Oh, what a wonderful life this is. You know what, Father? It was painful growing up, but it was worth it.
She
On this day, in the year UC 0080, at the conclusion of this battle, a lasting treaty of peace was finally signed between the Earth Federation and the Republic of Zeon. The new age had begun.